it all up. So I just want to confirm we're live here because I had a lot of trouble. I needed relearning to see whether I'm live. Probably the easiest thing is to turn on the chat and see whether anyone's there. Let's see if anyone's there. Nothing yet. Let's see whether I'm... Let's see. Oh, there's a few people there. Good stuff. I've mucked it up a dozen times trying to get this going. Hello guys, Vernon's here. Mike, I can see a lot of people. So hello guys. Welcome to some of the most disorganised Monday Night Live going around. So on YouTube too, good stuff. Back in the shop. So pretty exciting. I've got it figured out. We're all over the shop. The camera's not quite right. We'll adjust the camera. There we go. How is everyone? It's been ages. It's been since we've been in the studio with a backdrop looking all schmick. Still can't work it, which is fine. But look at this. We can even play the intro. Let's get the intro going. Yes, so tons and tons are here. The Dark Side's in the house. Chris, Ian, Steve, Jeff, Terry, Richard, Bevan, Terry over on the YouTube. G'day guys, how are we? Yes, the last pay dirt. Steve got some pay dirt. All going really well. So massive. It's been, I don't know, months. So yeah, so it's been great. I've been missing you guys and missing having the studio. I might have to set up a studio up in the far north. See what the go is there. It's yes, we'll have to do that. I've actually got a second little studio kicking around. I might think about that. I don't know whether I can fit it in my bag, but yes. So back from North Queensland on Thursday night, pretty late. I broke the Triton on the way down on Wednesday afternoon. It took me about 8 hours to do a 3.5, 4 hour trip. So the Triton's in the doctors up there, up in Cairns, and then got to the airport on Thursday for a 2 o'clock flight. I think it was a 2 o'clock flight. The plane got broken, and so I didn't get out till like 7 o'clock or something or other. So yeah. So the Palmer, we talk about it, stuff being Palmerized up there. So stuff works hard in the dust, and yeah. So back tomorrow morning. See how the Triton's going at the mechanics tomorrow. Hopefully they got it fixed up. So absolutely fantastic. So yes. So that's what's happening. What's happening with you guys? Did I find my license key? No. So lots happened. So about 4 weeks ago, I got emailed saying that someone had tried to take out of my card 10 lots of $500 out of the business account, and so they put a block on it on the card, and then they cancelled the card and sent me a new one. Of course, I was in North Queensland, so it was very hard to get a new card. So I got sent to the branch up in Cairns. So that took 3.5 weeks. I only picked that up on Wednesday. No, I picked it up Thursday morning, actually. So I've been without a card for that long. So all the subscription things, like this, right, was was yeah, all sort of went to crap. So yeah, so yeah, so it was so that was half the issue. Then the camera wouldn't work, and the operator didn't quite know how to operate it all. So yeah, so now the Triton has done. David's bagging the Triton out. The Triton has done an enormous job up in North Queensland. It has towed stuff it shouldn't have. It has dragged multiple caravans out of places where it shouldn't be. Yeah. So yeah. So, Jeremy, are you finding much gold up north? No, I am not. I've got some videos here I'm going to play for you. I've got some, but I've been doing up and setting up a business. That's what I've been doing. I reckon I have detected in 4 months, I don't know, maybe it's 5 months, I reckon I've detected 12 hours. So, yeah. So, yeah. So lots of lockdowns going on, lots of the Wu-Tang flu happening. So yeah, yeah. It's been chaotic. There's no doubt about that. Let me grab a writing stick here because I've got a whole lot of stuff that I can't forget to mention. And with all the business going on, I'd forgotten to actually organise myself. So tonight we've got to talk about what I've been doing in the Palmer, the huts. I want to tell you about Fossicking area, changes that are coming up just in time for school holidays. So if anyone's keen for that, the campsite. So I'm going to bring up some maps and show you what I've been doing with the campsites. Then I'm going to. We've got to talk about this. What's going on at Golden Spur Mining? So that's the all you can eat sluice. All you can eat. Got to tell you just what it's like being at the Palmer. But what we'll do to start with is we'll get some pictures over here. We'll go into here, monitor share, and then we'll bring up, because I didn't have time to actually load them up, we'll just scroll through some pictures, right? So here we go. So this is night time. This is why the picture's so grainy, right? So night time, that was a little fire that was happening. We've had a lot of fires. We know who's been lighting the fires. We think we know. We've got a bit of camera footage there. But we've had 28 bushfires in the Fossicking area, which is great news because that means that most of the Fossicking area is very, very burnt. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So, all right, so this is more fires. This is actually a backburn we did to protect the camp. So, yeah, so it's a yeah. So some mental stuff though, right? It's just crazy. Like there's hundreds of acres in a fire that's burnt, and you know it's just crazy. Thousands of acres have been burnt. So it's mental. So more fire pictures. I did get a little bit close when we were back burning there. It got a bit smoky. Yeah, so that yeah was marching towards me there. So pretty cool though. Like it was pretty cool. Like pretty safe though. Behind me there, I was burnt. Was burnt behind me, and that fire had already burnt out the track just up the road a little bit, the direction I was heading. So yeah, not too bad there, but they sort of get going. Now these are the huts. Now I tried to find some pictures of the original huts, before we did them up, but I couldn't do it in short notice. But fantastic job that they've done up there. Yeah, just getting these huts. So when we arrived there in June, we arrived there. These huts were full of rubbish. The grass outside was like 3-4 feet tall. There was animals living inside them. We had to go and chase bloody all sorts of critters out of there. Now we've spent stacks and stacks of money on electrical and painting and, you know, getting them to look like this. So just amazing stuff. That's the other bedroom there. So yeah, so they're 2-bedroom huts. So you can sleep, and we can set both rooms up like this. So 2 beds, or both like this. So yeah, there's a bit of variety there, but nice, neat, tidy. I don't know what that picture's of. It's obviously Whites Creek Road. I don't know what a picture of, but this is what I've been waking up to every morning. It is nothing short of spectacular. I think there's a sun's completely self-contained. Now back to those huts. Now those huts, I don't know whether I've got a picture of it here, but completely self-contained. So air conditioned, lounge room, 2 bedrooms, fridge, coffee machine, toaster, kettle. There is a video. I'll try and load this video while we're talking. Well, actually, I should do that if I'm going to say I'm going to do that. But there is a video. I've got to actually plug my phone in for this. There's a video that shows all this. So we've replaced all of the existing sort of bathroom septic systems. So all that's been renewed. Let me see if I can get this video up here. Apple iPhone, that's what we want. So what we'll do is I will go and I will, and I've had to, my mouse broke down too when I was setting this up. How do I do this? So let's just come back here, because I don't know what pictures there are here. Let me see if I can get this video. There's a video of the huts that just shows what the huts look like a lot better. Because of all the issues, I didn't have a chance to load them all up. So, and I know most of you have probably seen the videos, but for those that haven't, I'll just flick it up. It only takes a minute. So here it comes, here it comes, here it comes, here it is. So let's copy that out. Let's put it in a folder that I can use. That one there. Paste that in there. And it's coming across. So what we can do is we'll just minimize that for a minute. 1085, I've got to remember that. So so if we look at that, if we go back to these huts, sorry, you've got a thing there that's transferring across there. If we go back to these huts, so they're the bedrooms, right? And the video I'm about to show you, let me just pull up your comments here too. The videos I'm about to show you is the whole hut. So outside there's a ensuite, like a proper nice ensuite, right? I'm yet to use one yet, but anyway. And a barbecue. So what we've done is we've put the cooking in the water outside the huts in a nice barbecue, and then inside's just the coffee machine and what have you. Let me just see if I can load this up here. Video. Let's see if we can webcam overhead, wrong one. So we'll just hide that. Here we go. So we'll just media source is what we want. We're going well, guys, don't worry about that. Here we go. Open. Okay. So I have an issue with this file because it didn't want to load up before. And it doesn't want to load up now. But what we can do is we can get really tricky here, and we can Sorry guys, I've just got to, I'll get this up, this video. I want to show you this video. What's it called? Palmerville. Actually, you can come on a journey with me. Palmerville Gold. Here we go. Your adventure begins. Where are we? Miners' huts. Here we go. Right, let's get to this video. Here's the video here. So we'll just have to move that around. This one here, and we'll just move that around so you can see it a bit better. Righto, here we go. So barbecue outside, right? Walk inside. I know we're going to the ensuite, real nice ensuite. Toilet, ensuite, shower, basin. Now obviously they're a bit cleaner. There's a few tidy ups we've done since then. Lounge, dining, kitchen, fridge, coffee machine, microwave. I forgot to mention microwave. Wine glasses ready for your wine. Table, chairs. There's a TV going on there. Air conditioner up the top there, you didn't see. And 2 bedrooms. And some work to be done. So, I don't know whether the boys have probably already done it while I've been there. So, there we go. So, nice gold rugs. We've got gold throws to go over the edge of the beds. Back outside. So, there's 3 of those bad boys there. So, yeah, pretty cool. So, let me just bring your comments up here because you could be shouting at me. So, yeah, so they look really, really good. I'm stoked with how they've come up. Let's just scroll through these fire pictures again. Yeah, so the Miners' Hut come up awesome. I'm happy with them. So, so they're available to rent for school holidays and stuff. And this is what you'll wake up to every morning. That's what I sit there and I have my cup of coffee looking at that the first thing in the morning. So it is absolutely sensational. So nice views. Oh, into some burnt area with some of the geos that we up there. This is what a lot of the country looks like. A lot of the country is burnt. Thank you to the people who are lighting fires. You'll also get a visit from the Popo. But I appreciate you clearing some grass for me because that's that's fantastic to the deck. So when you get your visit from Popo, no, I appreciate what you did. But anyway, so yeah, that's what a lot of the country looks like now. So yeah, so it's good. That's actually the sunset over the dam in front of those huts. So we've got like 6 or 8 caravan sites up there that overlooks that dam out to the west, and you sit in the afternoon, have a glass of wine, and yeah, go from there. Oh, there's a picture of me in some burnt country. I don't know. One of the geos took that actually. I'm lost in thought. So lots of burnt country. Now, actually, this is Stonyville, right? This is one of the old ghost town sort of things on the place. So Stonyville, right, in the 1870s, it's on Stony Creek, 1870s to 1890s, really. The town of Stonyville, the thriving metropolis of Stonyville. And Stonyville is well known. It's actually on a historic site, so you can't actually detect there. So you can't really detect there. But the Chinese water race there, it goes for about 3 kilometres along the edge, all stonework. I've got a better picture of it carved. It's actually carved through a spur of rock coming out. It is the most incredible thing. There's the rock face there, right? And it's between the two rock faces. So just an incredible amount of work. Of course, I love all that stuff. You know, straight through the rock. The history is, just incredible. So, Chinese water race. I did take a lot of photos of the Chinese water race. I don't know how many I put on here, but there's a lot of Chinese water race here. Look at the work that would have gone into that with a pick, you know. So, there's a random pile of rocks looking down into the creek. So, Stonyville, National State Register. So this is a water race, right? It was on the historic register thing. 1897 they got it there. But this is the sort of stonework and the block work that they're doing, that the Chinese did there. Just incredibly amount of work that went into it. And that's the river at Stonyville. Now, I'm after a crab specialist. Have we got any crab specialists in the house? Who knows about crabs, right? Because I think the next picture is a crab. Yes, these are in the creek at Stonyville. In that creek, in those water holes, are these bad boys. But they're, I don't know whether you can see here, they're actually lavender, like a purpley colour, bright purpley colour, blue shell and bright purpley colour. They are the coolest crabs, right, I've ever seen. There he is there, in his natural environment. Well, we did stir up the mud a bit there, but Mark, that does not count. Aussie Alchemist. We're actually discussing at the moment whether we're going to open the whole thing on the wet. So we're undecided about that. I haven't actually been up there through the wet, see what the road's like. But yeah, it's so I'm interested to know if anyone, crab expert, is this rare or is this not? I haven't seen them. So but in the freshwater creek, so Stonyville is about, it's probably three-quarters an hour drive. You need to know where it's going, where to go. It's it's a bit of a maze to get down there, but it is a wicked place. Cemeteries there, but some beautiful spots under the trees there and what have you. But mad, so mad. There's Redane in the picture. So let's get these comments back up and just have a look at a few comments. I haven't had a chance to have a good look at too many of them. But yeah, so that's a bit of Stonyville. Bit of Stonyville there. So, fishing. Are they catching any fish at the Palmer? Yes. Sooty Grunners, black brim they call them up there, and barra. I think the water's just starting to get warm enough for the barra to come on the chew. Exactly. So, right, crocs. No, I haven't seen, only freshies. I've only seen freshwater crocs up there. I haven't seen any salties yet. There are salties there. I don't get up the river. I haven't seen any in our dams, but certainly they're definitely in the Palmer. So you got to be a bit careful up there because they can climb. They do like to travel, sort of thing. So, Jesus, is good to be back in front of here. I tell you, I'm loving it. So, yes, purple rock crab. There you go. That's an inventive name. So, yeah. So the Palmer's cool. Lots of spots opening. Now, what I'm going to actually do now is let me just minimize that and bring up this one here, because I want to bring up our mapping system, right? Because and I don't know which one to log into. I'll actually log into the Palmerville one. We've got a couple of these. So .com.au. Hang on, guys. I'm just logging in here. Well organised as normal. So info at Palmerville Gold. It is. Don't even know my own email address. Well, I don't use it. Annette is looking after a lot of this. Now, come with me. Right, let's get onto this monitor share business and come with me. Right, so this looks confusing. Don't let it confuse you at all. Right, it's actually not that confusing. I am a bit lost here, but let's get into the right area. So what I've got to actually do is come up here to overlays, and I've got to turn on areas, and I've got to go and find our fossicking area. Let me just I've got to just scroll through and find the fossicking area boundary. No, that's not it. Fossicking area boundary. Is that it? Negative gas rider. Fossicking boundary. Why is that not working? Let me just zoom out so I can see whether it is working. Fossicking area. One of these has got to work. I've got to go through and go station outline. See if that works. Yeah, I should have got this a bit more organised here. So let me just have a look here and see why stuff isn't turned on. So yeah, I'm not sure why that's happening. But anyway, what we're going to do, right, is a fossicking area boundary. So here's Cannibal Creek, okay? So that's about the fossicking area boundary here. So if you can see this, the camp is in here, right? And really it comes from there all the way to the bottom of the property down here, okay? What we're actually going to do, let me just get Mount Hereford in the right spot. What we're actually going to do is we're going to open all of this area through here on a temporary basis. So all this area in here on a temporary basis. We've got some work to do in this fossicking area, in the current fossicking area. And I know why we haven't done that. Let's turn roots on. Let's see what that does. Nothing. So what we're actually about to do is we're going to double the fossicking area down there. Now that is going to be absolutely mental. I will put a full image up on the Palmerville Gold site. So if you're on Palmerville Gold, have a look at that. Or if you want to have a look at Palmerville Gold, So it's going to be mental. Where's Parker Schnabel's camp? Well, Parker isn't up at the moment, but he was up in the resource reserve up in here. So, yes. So he's up in this area here, but I don't think he's got enough volume to go there. So these are the active leases on the place. So there's a lot of active leases. Well, that's not all of them, but that is some of the active leases sort of thing. So, yeah. Sort by. Yeah, no idea why that's not working. But anyway, so this new area is going to be mental. It covers some phenomenal gold area, particularly through this area here, the Stony Creek, McLeod's Gully, Sandy Creek. A lot of Sandy Creek is covered by mine sites, but once you get into Sandy out here, it's not. You won't be able to get up past these leases into Greasybill and Oakey as yet. We might be doing that in the future, but yeah. So it is crazy. Just to give you an idea of the terrain, right? Let's get on. Let's throw a satellite map up here, right? Because a lot of people are shocked when they see the terrain. So here's the terrain. Right, so there's some proper steep country in here. Like if you start looking at some of this country in here, it is properly steep. So, but great gold country. There's some areas not as steep sort of thing, but it is hilly and it will hurt you. So, Palmer River Roadhouse. Well, while I've got the map up, right, I will show you. Right, so. This, oh God, that's hard to see, isn't it? This is the camp. That grey area there is the camp. This is Whites Creek Road, running all the way through to the Mulligan Highway here. Okay, the Palmer River Roadhouse is right here. It's on the Palmer River on the Mulligan. So it's 43 kilometres from the camp out to the Mulligan Highway. And then it's 17 kilometres up to the Palmer River Roadhouse. It's about an hour's drive, something like that. So it's about an hour's drive. So I've got a new mouse because mine didn't work, yeah. So yes. So yeah. Let me just get this across here. We can put the comments back up so I can see what you guys are talking about. So yeah. Queensland Metal Detecting Steel Championships is happening. Yes, Richard. That will be happening towards Easter next year, 6 months away, as you say. Yeah. So, yeah. Season passes. So we sell it a couple of different ways, right? So you can come up for a week. A week for a single person is $150. It's basically $25 a night. Families, $250. So we discount the family. So if you've got kids, bring them up. We love the kids up there. We even do some, yeah. Now, so season passes. So really, at this point in time, we can do something with the season passes. But a season pass normally runs until mid-December. So from opening, which is normally April, March, April, we're hoping to get in there March this year. So March till December is what the season pass is, right? Now, we're also thinking about doing a wet season pass. If anyone's interested in a wet season pass, you need to ring and talk to us. And we will, it'll run from mid-December through to April-ish. So, yeah, it's phenomenal. Oh yeah. Yeah. Caravans, no trouble at all. We've only had a couple of issues with vehicles. Big front wheel drive camper vans struggled a little bit to get in. So yeah, camper vans are a bit of a struggle to get in. So yeah. So yeah. That's the only issues. It's really a two-wheel drive car. I can drive two-wheel drive, no trouble at all. You can get us on channel 14. Let us if you're having any troubles. I've towed a couple of vans in that were struggling a bit, so no problem. So yeah, cat, mine made in no problems. How much for the caravan? Same price, $150 a week for a single, $250 for a family, $25 a night. It is. So that includes your Foster King area. Just want to talk about. There's a comment there about quad bikes. So we don't. Yes, your truck will make it, Todd. I'm confident in that. Not sure about the driver, but the truck, no problems at all. Someone did mention quad bikes there. Now, we are in the process of just revising that. Side by sides are fine, right? Dirt bikes are fine. Quad bikes at the moment are a bit of a problem with insurance stuff, so we're working that through. We're kind of hoping if they're farm safe. Now, what I mean by farm safe is that they've got those quad roll over protection. Let me pull up an image here. I'll bring you with me. That's these things, right? So, see this, look, this thing here. Hang on, I've got to fix that up so you can see what I'm talking about. See that thing there? Right? See these things here? Right? They're the sort of things. See this big band thing? They've got to have this sort of stuff on. That's what we're working towards at the moment. So they've got to have, these rollover protection systems on them for them to be allowed. And it's just an insurance thing, right? So we much prefer side-by-sides up there because we know that you're not going to... I'm not going to be scratching someone up off the side of the road. So, well, I probably will be, but at least you're contained within a little cage. So that's where we... that's what we've been... that's what we have to do from an insurance point of view. So, yeah. Now, we've got to talk about this. I've got prizes tonight too. I'm going to draw one. I'm going to draw one right now. Hang on a tick. I've got a prize box. I'm back in the prize box. All right. Here we go. Look at this. Prize box. Right? We're going to draw one right now. Coiltech hat. Minelab hat. Right? This is the lovely reversible one. Minelab inside, Minelab outside. If you are seriously got Minelab inside you and outside you, this is the hat for you. Coiltech and Goldrat. These are pretty cool. Goldrat Engineering stubby coolers. Right, so we're going to randomly pick 3. I'm not doing that stupid number game. Someone always gets cranky at me. Phil Spicer, congratulations. You've won a Coiltech hat. Well done, mate. Camo. Phil Spicer, I've got to write this down or I'll get shot. Because I'm on a plane tomorrow. So, Phil Spicer. Send me a message, Phil, to the Gold Diggers page. Coiltech. Hat. Right. Dave Smith, congratulations. Goldrat Stubby Cooler. Dave Smith. And... Sharon Marie Lord, you've got the Minelab hat. Sharon Marie, I'm going to abbreviate that. Lord Minelab hat. So, right, I've told you I had prizes. I'm going to draw them out randomly. I'm sick of this, everyone looking at it. So, we're running overtime. I don't particularly care. If you got stuff to do, feel free. Yeah, so, yeah. Yes. So, right. I know people say I've been riding quads for years and I'm good at it and all that sort of stuff. You're good at it until you're not, right? And it's not even up to me, right? It's up to the insurance company. So, anyway, that's enough of that. So, right, let's talk about this. Golden Spur Mining. We're going to talk about Golden Spur Mining. Sluicing on a lease. Powered, petrol, battery, legal, right? Competition, right? So you can camp on the lease. There's very, very limited numbers because we've got an insurance thing. So panning competitions, battery and petrol powered sluices, right? 4 days, right? What's that say? Daily prizes, sausage sizzles, right? We're going to draw some prizes. One of 3 trips, the 3 trips to Palmerville Gold. You get a week up at Palmerville Gold. There's training out in the lease as prizes. I think Donnie's doing some prizes for his training. There's some pay dirt bags that I've put aside. That's going to be mental. So, 1st of October to the 4th of October, right? If you're in Queensland, I know a lot of people are in lockdown, but you can use your sluice on my lease. Now, what we're going to do with it, though, is we're going to set it up for testing. So we need to know all the results so that we can say, well, right, that was very rich and that's very rich. That's the only way we can do it. So if we can record what you find, right, we can run those sluices. So happy days. So go to Golden Spur Mining website. I'll put a link up later. And it's everywhere on Facebook. So if you're in Southeast Queensland, you want to get out, right? You need to book, guys. Don't wait to see whether COVID's going to kick in or something. You know us, we'll just refund it straight away if we have to cancel it. So you're not in any risk there because that's who we are, Golden Spur Mining. We're going to have a massive weekend. I'm going to be down there for that weekend. Jay Ford from Next Level Prospecting is going to be the head man on it. Jay and I are very good mates, and he's doing a lot of good work out at the mine, at the lease there. So while I've been away, but Next Level Prospecting, he's giving away some really, really cool stuff. He's doing some training too. His training is better than anything. So get on, book that, because again, with insurance, we're limited by numbers. Okay. So get on that. It'll be cool. It'll be a great weekend. You know, you get 50 people out in the lease, sitting around a campfire. It will be, fantastic. So, do you need to be vaccinated? Who asked that? Dylan. I hope that was a joke. Right. So that's going ahead. That will be a heap of fun. And if that goes well, right, and everyone has a good time, we're going to be doing more of that. Caravans are okay on the lease. I've had 26 footers out there. It is, you will get through, no trouble at all. Yes. So, you'll get through. Just take it slow. So, no troubles at all. Righto. So, campsites. Back to Palmerville. Right? Okay. So, let's just roll this here, and I'll get this map up. Come with me here. So, let's get into this. Let's get into here. Right? So, what you'll see, these are the main 3 huts up here. Right? These are the 3 huts we've done up. This is going to be the manager's hut. This hut down here is the Western Yaoundji hut, right? The TOs up there, the traditional owners. Top bunch of blokes. Let me give you the drum. Top bunch of blokes. Hard working, laughing all the time, and top bunch of blokes. I cannot recommend those boys enough. And they've done most of the work on those huts while I've sat around and buddy bossed around. But anyway, so I just wanted to show you where these camping areas are at the moment. So this here is this here we've called Finn. What we're doing is we're putting campsites in up here. I'll tell you. So this area here we've opened up. It's a beautiful little spot. We're calling that Three Jacks, right? After one of the historical mines up there. And then up the top here is Mountain Maid, because at the top of the mountain, right? We've got a couple other little areas we're going to put in. But as we were putting these in, and Finn was up there with me, Finn and Navy have had a great time up there, but they haven't been up there the whole time, but he kept saying to me, Dad, there's a great campsite that you haven't seen. And I just, you know, 5-year-old boy does talk a lot. Anyway, this little spot in here, right in here, right? He kept telling me, oh, that's a good spot, Dad. And he's dead right. It took me about a week before I went and had a look at it. He's dead right. That's Finn's Hollow. So we're calling that Finn's Hollow in there. It's a magic spot right on the dam there. So they're the campsites. But all of this area here will be open up. All these flat spots through here will be open up for camping. So there's tons of room for people to spread out. You're not jammed in one little camp. So in here, opposite the Western Yaoundji, the Ranger, that's the Ranger base there. This here we hope at some stage to turn into the Palmerville Hotel. Okay, we're going to call apparently there's a Mellow's Fellas Bar going in there, so I think that'll be a bit of fun. There's only a couple of people who'll get that, so the big boss wants a bar named after him. So yeah, so there'll be certainly there a bit of respect paid there from the guys the guys that have done all the hard work on the place. I'm a Johnny come lately compared to those guys. So, but yeah, so yeah, lots and lots of stuff going ahead. There's a shop going in. So shop going in. There's going to be diesel. It's all happening up there. Internet. We've got internet, of course. You know, can't go anywhere without internet. And big monster Red Claw in here. Got to love them. So, but yeah, that's what's going on with the campsites. Bossy King area, we're expanding. I've mentioned that already. And this sluicing comp, right? Now, there's a couple of big things happening at Gold Diggers, right? I've got a little 1 ounce gold bar to sell. It's below spot. It's Perth Mint. It's all genuine sort of thing. I've actually got 2 of them to sell. So if you're interested in investing in a little bit of gold, it's below what they cost you from the Perth Mint. So if you're interested in investing in a bit of gold, just give me a shout, because I just need to turn that into cash. So yeah, Malcolm. So with the vans, you have to be self-contained. At the moment, yes, right. When we're not using the huts, when the huts aren't rented, we can open it up as a public toilet and shower, but toilet blocks are coming. So yeah, we're trying to do that. So drinking water is being tested at the moment. We've got a water filtration system. I should get results back on it this week, I would think. So I've been drinking the water for a month, so I don't know whether that tells you anything, sort of thing. So yeah, so drinking water's coming. Terry, is that the casino site? Well, you never know. You never know what shenanigans go on up there. But yeah, Angie, are kids allowed? No, they're encouraged. Angie, we want kids. Kids are fantastic. So yeah, Jason, I'm a bit with you. Got to get the pub before we get the toilets, eh? So yeah. So yeah. Don't forget a caravan dump spot. Yes, I know the caravan dump spot at the moment is ordinary, but we are working on that. So looks like there's something in the water that makes my hair great. Yeah, laziness, mate. Laziness. That's all it is. So I pulled the clippers out the other day and thought, I should cut it off, and then end up just cutting the sides. Deal with it. It's under my hat anyway. So yep. Yes. 1 bar sold. Right, I got another bar for sale. So yeah. Any pictures of recent finds? Yeah, well, I struggle to do that. Yes, so I haven't. Well, I've got stacks of them here, but not many of them, sort of thing. So, not many I can put up. Ian, you're building toilet blocks for a company at the moment. Yeah, Tony, I have lost some weight. I've lost 3 holes in my belt, being up there. Angie Louise wants to buy the other bar, so yeah, looks like a bit of the gold bars. They're Perth Mint bars. They look like this. I'll show you what they look like actually. Before you commit to them, they're cast bars. Perth Mint cast gold bar. Oh, I'll bring you with me. Why is that? Oh, operator. So this is what they are. Perth Mint. We'll go actually to Perth Mint. 1 ounce gold bars. That's them there. Right, 1 ounce gold bars. $24.99. I think I had them at $23.50 on the Facebook page. So just a little button. I got one in the shop there. Yeah. So $23.50 because I just need to turn them into moolah because the bank won't accept that. And I thought I'd give you guys the option of buying them first. So, yeah, I've got one here. I've got 2 here. So that'll be good. Now let me see if I can get some photos up here of some gold. You may have seen these photos. I have sort of used these photos before, but let me see if I can get this up here. Let me just get rid of that and give the gold bar away for a prize. No, I need to. Yeah, mate, I wish I could, but I've got to actually stick it in the bank and pay some bills with it. So let's get that. I've got to get the bills paid to start with. So that's the problem. Now, why isn't this connecting? Here we go. It's connecting now. So we'll see if we can get some photos of some gold up here. It's coming. I don't know why it won't. Here we go. It probably wants to ask me if I want to check it. As I said, I haven't been finding a lot and people keeping it to themselves. Extra large. Let me get a photo going here. I got a stack of photos. They're all disorganised a bit. Let me just get I think there's some in here. View extra large. Oh, here's a few. Right. So these are out of the fossicking area. Right. So that's some nice gold there. There's a lot of gold come out. St. Hold 6,000. Oh, you're getting into some photos now that I should be looking at before I let you see them. Here. Oh, the device is busy. That's a nice bit. Here, look at that. That's just a nice chunk It's a chunker. So, yeah, that's a nice bit. There's some good pieces come out like that. Mick Nielsen got a nice bit. There's a few nice pieces. Oh, I've got to show you this. Right, let's transition across here. Oh, come on, load. Come on. This is my new favourite thing. Well, sort of. At the moment, it's nothing. So, my new favourite thing won't load. Oh, yes it did. It's just in the wrong spot. There it is. 1950 D6. So, yeah. That's actually my second or third job when I get up there, is go over and spend some time with that bad boy and get into these tracks. That's why we're opening up this new area in the Fossiking area, so I can get in there with the D6. But have a look at the rippers on that bad boy. It's got a nice back end on it, that's for sure. So, yeah. Right, so you're sick of me showing photos? Are we sick of seeing photos yet? Yeah. Oh, there's a cool photo of Finn. Yeah, here's a cool photo of Finn. It's horrible up there at the Palmer. Let me see if that... Why didn't that load? Why didn't that stick? Cannot open the file. Oh, well. Yeah, someone might have caught a glimpse of it, so... But, yeah. Finn turned into a wild man up there. We had to bring him home for some civilization, so... Yeah, so... yeah. Right. Yeah, they're a great machine. Yeah, it should be a weapon, that dozer. I'm really looking forward to. Yeah. Like you got a roll cage on. She's really low slung. Those old dozers are pretty low slung. So yeah. So yeah. So. Alright guys, let's do another quick prize giveaway and then I've got to get home because I've got to pack up and get ready to fly out tomorrow morning. Let's see what we got in the box of treats here. What do we got? What's in this box? Oh, my old mate. I think this is my old mate's prize he sent me. I've forgotten about this. If I can get into it, I can't get into the thing. Got it taped up pretty well. So this is the last prize. I don't know how the hell to get into it. Last prize tonight. My old mate. What a ridiculous box. Johnny Hobo. Johnny Hobo mug. Great furnaces. They make great furnaces. Fantastic furnaces. So I got a Johnny Hobo mug giveaway. I'll even put that back in the I'll even put that back in that flash box. It's hard to get it out. You'll see where I ripped it open just to get it out so I could show you. So this goes out to Rod Oz. On the YouTube, mate, you need to contact me and say you won a mug. Contact the shop. Send me a message in Facebook. Rod Oz. I've got to write that down. Rod Oz. Rod Oz. Hobo mug. But yeah, Johnny Hobo makes the world's greatest gas furnaces. There's been actually a slight change with his furnaces in that the matte gas thing that he was using to fire it up actually doesn't work. They've discontinued it on it. So you might have to drill the hole out a little bit more like I did on mine. So, yeah. Look at that. I've almost got it back in the box. There'll be a win for everyone if I can get it back in the box. Maybe I can't get it back in the box. Maybe I'll just do that. Look, it's almost back in the box. If I hold my fingers over it, in the box. It's a Hobo mug. Righto, guys. Absolutely fantastic to be back in the studio. I won't be next week, but I might even take the bit of green cloth with me so I can set up half a studio up there. Yes, so the helipad is not being built on the roof of the pub. I think that could lead to issues, but we are putting in, being in contact with the Royal Flying Doctor Service. We are putting a heavy lift pad in. We are putting a heavy lift pad in just opposite the office there. So we need to do any evacs. And then we've also got the Western Yaoungia doing some helicopter tours, or talking about doing some helicopter tours into Wilbur-Gilba, which is good. Everyone's been trying to break into Wilbur-Gilba for years. It's just to the north. Yeah, so it'll be pretty cool. Right, guys, that's it for me. See you next Monday night at the Palmerville station. We will be, I'll have some gold porn for you there, and we'll have a bit of a fun. Yeah. Righto, guys. Thanks very much. See you next week. Don't forget to ring the shop, talk to the peoples. Get on the Messenger. You catch me on Messenger more times than not. But yes, come and see us. We're at a lot of places. Don't forget Golden Spur Mining, Gold Diggers, Palmerville. It's all happening. Let's get amongst it. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thanks guys for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe, and call us on the Daylight Helpline. See you next time.